to my left, from anywhere but...
No, I moved. I did move.
It's okay now?
I moved here. I am the absolute best thing that has ever happened to this garbage pile,
Veda Scott! Her opponent to my right, from Ocala, Florida, Santana Garrett!
Oh, that's not nice.
Hot start here, Denver, Colorado.
Kimberly going to be joining me on commentary for this first contest. Later on tonight, she's going to be facing Deonna Purrazzo in the main event of WWR Revolutionary. But right now,
Veda Scott not wasting any time.
yeah, you can give JetBlue the credit for this match. Unable to get Barbie Hayden or Jessica Havoc to tonight's event.
Hey, you know what? I can't say I'm upset that this is the matchup we ended up with, though.
Turning lemons into lemonade. And right now, Veda Scott trying to turn Santana Garrett's chest into diced up meat. That's gross.
I was going to go with pink lemonade. Stick with the theme.
I'll follow your lead.
All right. Well, as we saw, Veda Scott did not waste any time getting started here. Hot start onto Santana Garrett. But look, turning it around now. Big chops.
Yeah, that was a mistake, trying to take Santana Garrett a little bit too lightly. I mean, obviously trying to ambush her from the beginning, but Santana Garrett is a very tough competitor.
Absolutely.
She's been traveling all over the world in 2016, making a name for herself. And as Veda Scott alluded to, making multiple appearances on NXT.
Oh.
Of course, Veda Scott, standout in Ring of Honor, the Women of Honor division.
Absolutely. Both of them standout competitors in the places that they are. Veda Scott, somebody I know a little better than Santana Garrett. I've only ever wrestled her once in singles competition, but we have been tag partners before.
Well, typically Veda Scott is the smartest person in the ring in any given match, not to take anything away from any other competitors. I was wondering if she was going to have a counter for that hold, instead firing off a number of elbow shots. And as Santana comes charging in, she gets sent throat first into the second rope. And Veda Scott with a springboard into a bulldog. High impact offense.
Still
only
not
for
enough.
A 2 count.
Yeah, not enough to hold down Santana Garrett.
Veda's really going to need to lay in these strikes. I think that was one area that she was coming up short. Their match just a couple weeks ago at Beyond Wrestling Flesh, a Women's Wrestling Revolution Showcase match against LuFisto, where she ate the damnedest burning hammer I've ever seen in my entire
that
life.
was nasty. And again, we were on commentary together for that one. I remember it clearly.
Veda Scott with a shot to the back of the head, now just trying to wrap her arm.
Gotta watch that, though. That can be a choke.
Gotta make sure that it's not an air choke. The official needs to step in there, instead cutting off the blood flow to the brain. But Santana Garrett not allowing her too long of a period of time to apply that hold.
Veda Scott gets out of the way, and a big Pele kick. I've seen that before.
It's one of Veda Scott's calling cards. Santana just too tough. Veda Scott trying to stay right on top of Santana Garrett. You got to think, you show up to the venue, you're expecting one opponent, you know, you've been preparing weeks for, and now all of a sudden, card subject to change.
But then here's this, Veda Scott doing whatever it takes to stay on top, choking on the ropes.
I've got to say, though, Veda Scott's strategy probably had to change more than Santana's. I'd say that Barbie Hayden is also one that likes to bend the rules, so I'm sure Santana was prepared for that.
Absolutely.
But obviously, the size difference between Santana Garrett and Jessica Havoc, this is a very different match for Veda Scott here today. Recently relocating to Providence, Rhode Island, claiming that she is the best thing in this garbage pile. That's not a nice thing to say.
No, it's not a nice thing to say at all, especially when it's now your hometown.
Veda Scott's been very aggressive on this so far in this matchup with multiple pinfall attempts on her opponent.
Fans getting behind Santana. They want her to make a comeback.
Ooh, just adding insult to injury, bouncing her face off the mat like a basketball. That one guy really likes Veda Scott.
Yeah, there's one guy.
We've been seeing her use the submission a lot lately. It's, I don't know what to call it, you know, and I keep neglecting to ask her, but it's a variation of a full Nelson, obviously applying pressure on the arms and the neck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is something she's kind of created on her own, too. I know
extending the left shoulder, pulling apart the left elbow. Obviously, Santana's chin being pushed into her chest. And that's going to be the best way to counter that hold, is to try and roll up Veda Scott, force her to break the hold.
Santana kept a hold of the legs there.
Some more submission acumen being displayed from Santana Garrett.
Oh, Veda right to the ropes, though. That was smart on Veda Scott's part.
I think that's very telling that Veda was already in danger of perhaps being tapped out, that she was that quick to get to the ropes. Now placing the foot on the throat.
Come on.
That's where Veda Scott crosses the line. She's willing to bend the rules to her benefit. Obviously wants to pick up a victory here over Santana Garrett, the opening match of WWR Revolutionary. And just like that, just going to the headband, going to the eyes.
Not the headband of power. Nobody messes with the headband of power.
Well, she took too much time. Got rolled up, only good for a 2 count. And again, Veda Scott, another shot to the chest. Santana's really having trouble getting out of first gear so far in this matchup. Veda Scott looking to send her into the buckles.
Veda comes charging.
Ooh, just caught her with a forearm across the face. Snapmaring her away from the ropes. Trying to build more momentum, and another diving clothesline.
Santana's still able to kick out, though.
Telling you what Veda gives up inside, she certainly makes up for with the strategy that she can put together coming into these matches. She knows how to think on her feet. She's a very, very cunning competitor.
Sometimes a little too cunning in the wrong ways.
Santana trying to create some distance, a shot to the abdomen. Veda responds with one of her own. Grabbing a handful of hair. Veda's going to be careful. She's risking disqualification. This could be a mistake, though.
Outside on the apron.
I'm almost going to wonder if Santana's luring her into this. Referee urging both competitors back into the ring. And Veda just kicking Santana in the chest in front of all of the fans ringside here at Fete Music in Providence.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Almost put the heel of her boot through her face.
Yeah, that apron spot ended up not being a good place for Veda Scott to be.
Yeah, that's a horrible place to land. What's worse is not only do you fall in the hardest part of the ring, but you also collide with the concrete floor. No protective mats, no athletic commission here in Rhode Island to mandate it. So very dangerous, very treacherous area on the outside of the ring.
Yes, yes it is. I have landed there. Not fun.
And Santana Garrett is doing her best to shake the cobweb. She bought herself a little bit of time, but
that might have been the time she needed.
Fires the first strike. Neither competitor up to their feet. Ooh. Oh!
Oh, you can hear the thuds from these strikes. Oh, big double chop.
Back up to the vertical base. Santana's going to have a slight benefit because she's a couple inches taller. But Veda bringing the power. That elbow shot could have stopped her heart. Oh!
Oh, but that boot will stop your face.
Well, it's certainly hard to strategize when you have a concussion. Veda Scott just a step behind.
Oh.
Oh, man,
just
Santana.
a flurry of different strikes from Santana.
Crazy
Veda
combination
pushed
in the
her
corner.
away. Oh! Big headbutt from Santana, whipping Veda Scott off the ropes.
Finally taking her off her feet. And again, Veda's charging in for attack, but she keeps walking right into it. Side Russian leg sweep, not wasting any time getting to the pin. Unable to hook the leg, but she had great coverage across the chest of Veda Scott with that lateral press.
Yeah, that leg hook might have been the difference, though, between that being a win and a 2 count.
Using the momentum to get some added impact on that elbow, but Veda Scott putting on the brakes.
Looks like she's going for a German suplex.
She likes to use a lot of different variations of suplexes from that position, the most dangerous being that bridging Saito. Santana Garrett gets shrugged off. Oh!
Shining
right in the
wizard.
teeth!
Veda Scott has the leg hook.
Two.
Santana was able to kick out.
Great back and forth action. Kick things off here at WWR Revolutionary. Veda Scott trying to bring Santana back up to her feet. That could have been a mistake. Santana's looking for soul food, just driving her opponent down into the boot. And Kevin Quinn quick in a position, but only a 2 count.
Yeah, still not enough.
Gonna wonder if Santana's gonna be trying to get Veda Scott back down to the mat so she can hit that moonsault off the ropes. She's not gonna be able to hit it from this position. Sending Veda for the ride, but Veda once again with a counter. Ooh.
Oh, kicking out the leg.
Maybe looking for another Shining Wizard. This time, Santana was out of the way, just narrowly avoiding contact. Oh, almost snapping the neck and holding on for a possible submission victory.
Veda Scott nowhere near the ropes this time. This might be the one that gets her.
Very difficult. Not only does she have to carry her weight, but also Santana Garrett's weight to the ropes.
Looks
Veda
like
Scott's
she's
short
making
limbs
it.
are not helping
She
her
made
in the
it.
stitches, but give her credit, she got there.
I thought that was
Santana
it.
Garrett holding on for all 4 of those 5 seconds. The five count, she would have been disqualified. Things starting to get a little personal between these two athletes. Santana came charging in. Veda got the shoulder up. Out of the way to the clothesline. Veda with that moment of hesitation, it cost her. That time, though, had the kick scouted. Ooh! Trying to extend the leg to the head. Looks like she caught her on the shoulder, and she dumped her right on that shoulder with that bridging back suplex. Excuse me, a capture suplex. She was able to bridge with it. Maybe it would have allowed her an extra second or 2 to get quicker into the pin.
Absolutely.
That could have been the difference between this match continuing and this match being over.
What could Veda possibly be going for now? It looks like that's Saito.
See if she can bridge with it. No, she can't even connect with
Santana
it.
stopping it.
Taught to her by Daisy Hayes, instead sent to the ropes.
Oh, and a big super kick.
Now Santana pulling away from the ropes. Instead of looking for the pin, it's going to be looking for that moonsault. And Veda out of the way.
Just barely. Almost got caught.
Santana Garrett, no water in the pool. Veda folding her up and hooking the trunks. How did the referee not see that?
Absolutely hooked the tights.
We'll go to Rich Palladino for the official decision. Hey! Well, Veda Scott, she was victorious over Jordynne Grace, WWR's debut show, victorious here at Revolutionary Night. Kimberly, I want to wish you the best of luck in your match tonight against Deonna Purrazzo.
Thank you.